Hey MzeroA Nation, Jason Schapper here. Welcome into day 6 now of the 31-day Safer Pilot Challenge. Almost a week into it. I hope you're keeping up with us. If not, you're catching back up. You're not using this just kind of a la carte for things you like. You're truly going through it day by day because it will benefit you and impact your flying. Today, I want to spend a lot of time on what's in my survival kit. I actually did an entire episode of In-Flight Coffee about this, and if you haven't ever seen In-Flight Coffee before, it's only on Facebook, on the MzeroA Facebook. It's on Saturday afternoons at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you can check that out one day. Just a great live stream with a tiny little topic and answer some questions. The MzeroA family is having a lot of fun. But one thing I was mentioning a lot as well in the new book, Aviation Mastery, and I hope you have pre-ordered your copy, aviationmastery.com. Really just taking my 10,000 plus hours of flight time now and approaching 2 decades of flying. I'm older than I look, I promise, of experience into a single book for you all to enjoy, aviationmastery.com. And a big thing we get asked so often is about this guy right here, which is our survival kit. You can see this is a Pelican case. It floats. It is bright. We can't miss it. It is labeled 23 Mike Zulu. And the only time this thing leaves the plane is, well, when I bring it over here to make a video for you, because it's going to go right from here, right back into the airplane. For starters, we have a spot beacon. This one is labeled for 23 Mike Zulu. You can see right here. And yes, we have the latest and greatest ELT. Yes, we have 2 redundant sources of ADS-B. Yes, I'm always on an IFR flight plan or VFR flight following or VFR flight plan. Backups on backups on backups when it comes to finding us if there were an issue. We have the spot beacon here as well. All the emergency numbers are programmed in here if we need help, we need issues. And of course we have the SOS button in there as well. That's a service we pay for. It's another great way to track 23 Mike Zulu for the team to track it as well. Let's open this up and let me share this and show this the best way I can. Now this is actually kept right underneath of the back seat, and it's kept in a manner actually just like this, closed with the handle towards us, because if it's not on you, it's not coming with you in an emergency. So our rule of thumb is it's actually kind of Velcroed down underneath the back seat, and anybody from any seat can reach back, grab the handle, and put it on their lap and take it and get out of the airplane with it. So let's go through a few items in here. First things first, this, again, still in the case. You can tell it's never been used. I hope it stays in the case forever. This is a seatbelt cutter. This is also a window punch. Now, I realize a window punch, Jason, this is for glass. We're mostly plexiglass, kind of plastic windows. This isn't going to work that well. Watch me. I'll make it work well if I need to get out of that airplane, right? It's something to help. I do realize that it's designed actually for glass. We have a tourniquet here as well. I love that it says it is a combat tourniquet, professional use only. I'm combat and professional use ready, apparently. We've got that. I hope this stays in the packaging forever. This guy, I'm not going to take this out because during in-flight coffee, I injured myself. Have our Gerber knife there though, as well as the Gerber multi-tool. Super important to have in there as well. It's just so we're prepared for anything. You know, I train you so well to practice emergency approaches to landing. We learned, and I think it was day 3, the engine failure to a real soft field. Like, I can teach you all those great techniques, but now you survived the landing, now what? We have to survive possibly even days. I got this first aid kit on Amazon, of all places. There is one Band-Aid missing. Again, those who watched In-Flight Coffee many, many months ago now, no, I cut myself with a knife and I had to use a Band-Aid from the first aid kit. So it is missing one of the Band-Aids in here. But just to read in here some of the things, it's all labeled on the back. Alcohol prep pads, knuckle bandages, fingertip bandages, butterfly bandages, first aid tape, large trauma pad, a compass, blister relief, triangular bandage, whistle, space blanket, tweezers, metal scissors, glow stick, gauze, alcohol prep pads, safety pins, CPR mask, all these things inside. I'll just open it up and kind of show it to you here so you can see a little bit better. Here's those tweezers and everything else that mentioned here, the glow stick here. Again, never been used, and I hope to never have to use such a thing as well. But I have a question for you, MzeroA Nation. First off, do you have a survival kit? And secondly, what is in it if you do have one. I realize many of you may be aircraft renters and the flight school does this for you. Well, what about keeping some of the basics in your flight bag? But then I want to ask the next question. Where do you keep your flight bag? Because if you're putting your flight bag back in the baggage area, you're never going to get to it if you need to in a ditching or some sort of emergency. Whatever you put in your survival kit, it needs to be on the back seat, under the back seat, in between the pilot and co-pilot seats, somewhere where it's so easily accessible. People make fun of us so often when we fly to the Bahamas. I wear my life vest when we leave, the Fort Pierce area, or wherever we decide to make the Lauderdale area, make the crossing. And the line guys look at me and it's August and we're all sweating in our life vests. I'm not talking like the big Coast Guard ones. They're like the fishing ones. They're pretty thin, Coast Guard approved though. And I operate on the principle, if it's not on me, it's not coming with me. I need to focus on that landing, not getting my, that water ditching, not getting my life jacket on. So we just do things a little bit differently. Now your survival kit, by the way, is going to change a lot. I am Florida based. We have like 30 days worth of winter. We don't get snow or anything like that, obviously. Your survival kit, if you're in Washington State, is going to look a whole lot different than my survival kit. I've got to fight off like alligators and boa constrictors and stuff. You just need to stay warm and probably keep bears and other things away out there too. I don't know. I don't make it out to Washington State much, but you understand what I'm saying. Your survival kit and my survival kit are going to be very, very different depending on where you are geographically and where you're flying to geographically. So leave me a comment down below this video on Facebook, on YouTube, on MzeroA.com. What's in your survival kit? Do you have one? How are you going to make one? What's in your flight bag? Those are the things I want to focus on here. Hope you're loving the 31-Day Safer Pilot Challenge. I hope you've already pre-ordered your copy of Aviation Mastery, the book. Again, all those proceeds go directly to the MzeroA Foundation, really working to benefit and spark the next generation of aviators. So MZero Nation, I can't wait to read your comments below this video. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and most importantly, remember, the good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you.